Just so you know, I have a couple fucking ears.
You don't know how they work, though. All right. Well, I can at least hear well enough to know that we're actually recording. I leave that in your capable hands.
We've been recording for 4 minutes.
Okay. Whether or not that's true, history is said to repeat itself. And that also may be true, but we as birds of a feather believe it also strikes back. Today with us as its mouthpiece, its official mouthpiece, it will strike you in the feels with the amazing music, or is it? That's the real question. Yes, its history strikes back. The year 1983. I think we did 82 recently.
Good year.
But you know what? First of all, since Christina here works like a dog, I mean, it really seemed the needful act of charity to just kind of throw her another bone. I mean, she works hour after hour on the show, and she drives, but I mean, I got my thing. I tidy up both studios.
And I even look cute. I come here looking like a human being.
I don't even bother. I just clean up the place and go, yeah, I'm here, so this is how we do it.
I hope this works, yeah.
But as for 1983, even I, the Rambo of the 70s, have to concede that music was not quite dead in 1983.
Not quite dead.
In as much as I eschew terms like banger and bop, probably because they're associated with the dreck that passes for today's music in this tragic generation, I would suggest that almost all of the Hot 100 of that year would qualify, though, if I were ever to use such a term. Interestingly, 2 songs from this year provided feature names for this very program, and that leads me to think that Christina here will probably recognize many of them.
Probably.
And after a brief look at what the classic albums were, we'll get to the Hot 100, and I seem to vaguely, hazily recall attempting a spin on this by starting to sing the song, seeing if our illustrious hostess can join in and then name the act, but then I seem to have forgotten about it moments later.
Yes.
So I probably will this time too. But but if it happens, you'll know it was on purpose.
That'd be so great. We'll give it a shot. We'll see.
Yeah. All right, in classic albums drawn from classicrockhistory.com. See, I'm even going to read some of the verbiage that is there, their can narrative, and not try to pass it off as my own. They said our 1983 best rock albums listed by year in rock a year, I don't know how they put it, a year in rock and roll that showed dramatic improvement in quality of music released as opposed to the previous year, while rock music continued to steer towards more of the to steer.
It started to shear.
To sheer towards.
When you said that, I was like, how does that work?
I'm a blind old bat. I'm trying to read the canned narrative. Theirs and mine, But things started to sheer towards the more pop side of things.
Steer.
It went sheer pop. And metal continued to become even more popular as many hard rock fans of the 70s were turned off by the MTV generation that was in full swing. Even metal started to cross the genres of glam and rock as an entire wave of new bands would fuel a new genre often referred to as the 80s hair bands.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I know. See, I'm preaching to the choir here. Huh?
That's what I'm talking about.
Rock and roll legends that arrived in the 60s, such as the Kinks, the Rolling Stones, and acts like Beatles, Paul McCartney, and Ringo Starr, all released new material.
Yes, they did.
Elton John continued his yearly release schedule of one of the strongest albums of the 80s.
Yes.
The band, U2 continued to get better.
Christina's favorite.
With every album, while the Police released the album of their career. Agreed.
Fucking yeah.
Which will also prove to be their last. No question about it.
Breaks my heart.
Greatest swan song ever.
Ever.
Interestingly, Jim Steinman had a huge hit single without the help of Meatloaf.
I'm not surprised by that.
The vocal cords. No, he's done it a number of times. Via the vocal cords of Bonnie Tyler. Total Eclipse of the Heart. Yeah. That literal video thing that Hunter sent us was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Hilarious. 1983 saw the releases of, and I'll mention the ones that I have, so we'll see that as we get into the 80s, how much less represented in my collection that decade is than, say, the 70s, let's just say, for example.
Just as an example,
70s.
Yeah.
Outside Inside by the Tubes, hell yes, I have it.
Yeah, you do.
Yep. Bryan Adams, Cuts Like a Knife.
I like it, but I don't have it.
No, don't have it, but I do like it.
Yes.
This is when he broke big, just after his collaborations with Kiss, no kidding. John Cougar Mellencamp, if he pleases.
Yes.
An album my radio station played a lot.
Oh, such a great album.
Bob Dylan's Stone Cold classic, Infidels.
I mean,
got it, of course.
Too bad.
Night Ranger, Midnight Madness.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Your boys REM. Fine album called Murmur.
Hell yeah.
Black Sabbath putting out their one and only album with former and future Deep Purple vocalist and current Deep Purple vocalist, in fact, Ian Gillan, Born Again.
About. Fuck yeah.
And he actually makes an allusion to it. He said, I said I wouldn't get trashed again. He says on their latest album, which is a reference to this Black Sabbath album and a song called Trashed. And, of course, I've got that. You know,
of course you do.
Including the live that came attached with it. Duran Duran, 7 and the Ragged Tiger.
You know I have that on vinyl, the original, the OG.
Damn right. 2 of your faves coming up, Kiss.
Oh, yeah.
Starting the lengthy no makeup era with, and revitalizing their career with, Lick It Up.
I just want you to know, without makeup, still suck.
Yeah. It's a decent album. That period is my least favorite, but would have been the greatest band album cover ever without Simmons' tongue. He ruined the picture.
My favorite album by Kiss does not exist.
AC/DC Flick of the Switch. You know, I don't have that one. Or do I? I don't even know.
You might.
I might. Yeah, I have on AC/DC.
You might have picked that up.
Elton John, Two Lows for Zero. Yes.
Come on.
Genesis by Genesis. Got that on vinyl.
Okay, yes.
Got it on vinyl.
Yes.
Home by the Sea, baby. Paul Simon, Hearts and Bones. I'm sure it's great. Don't have it, though.
No, nah.
Billy Idol, Rebel Yell.
Hell,
baby. Yeah,
yes.
baby. More. Talking Heads, Speaking in Tongues.
Yes.
The Rolling Stones, Undercover. A very strong record of theirs for that era. Paul McCartney, Pipes of Peace. Not familiar with it, but it's
I'm
Paul.
I'm sure
though.
it's lovely.
Motels, Little Robbers.
Nice.
Martha Davis on the Tubes album. No, it was that Tubes album. Doing a duet.
You just had like a self conversation. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was magical. I like
and we had Shout.
Oh, Tears for
Shout.
Fears.
Not really.
Oh, I thought you were
Shout at the...
Oh, Shout at the Devil.
The Devil, yeah. That would be Tears for Fears.
You sounded like it. Come on. You know you led me on there.
Plagiarism case. So I've seen so many bullshit plagiarism cases in the music business. That would be another one.
You know I'm a huge Crew fan, right? From way, 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 way back.
And to just to think of Tears for Fears having the nerve to rip off the Crew. Yeah.
What the fuck? But you know what? They did it very well. It was lovely.
I got to find
If you're going to rip off the Crew, do it the way they did.
Yeah. Quiet Riot, Metal Health. One of the great album covers, at least, you know.
Yeah.
Big Country, The Crossing. Good stuff.
Oh, so great.
The Kinks, State of Confusion. Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon. An album on...
Do we even need to... Let's just leave it. Just bypass that.
The songs are hilariously credited to him alone as writer, as if anyone would believe that. Give me a break.
Come on.
Sharon, you know what? Dear Sharon, I want to adore you because you're funny and you're super hot and you have a really sexy voice, but this is just bullshit.
Are we talking about the same Sharon?
She's hot, man. Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. David Bowie, Let's Dance. He said he wanted an album of hits, and he got it.
He got it.
And how about Journey, Frontiers?
All right.
Love it. Huey Lewis and the News, sports. Love those guys.
We're a huge Lewis.
Saw them
serious.
in the day in a club. Chance in Poughkeepsie. Oh, it was amazing.
Not Poughkeepsie.
Nope.
It's never Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, I've never ever heard it that way except for you.
I actually haven't but you've never heard anyone else say Poughkeepsie?
Poughkeepsie, never mind, like it's Poughkeepsie.
Oh, yeah, no, Poughkeepsie. No, they say in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, it's very strange.
And I did mention in the song. Out to make his name in the city. No, wait, no, in the song I say out to make his name in the city of Poughkeepsie. No.
But see, you said it right then.
Yeah, even in a rap song I said it right.
Yep, that's right.
Dude, that's when you're proper. I lost my place in the Canary. How long was the Poughkeepsie interlude? Anyway, I saw him in a club in Poughkeepsie, just complete ass-kicking 101. They were intense, you know. And I've got to get to... here's another one. Yes, 90125.
Fuck yeah.
Surprise hit, you know? A really surprise... I mean...
Didn't surprise me.
You don't think the guys who gave you Tales from Topographic Oceans are going to have top 40 hits and come up with a record like this, but it's fucking great, you know?
Yeah.
All right, all of this and heavy stuff. Metallica's their debut, Kill 'Em All.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice fucking record. Pink Floyd, The Final Cut. And, of course, that MTV perennial, Eliminator by ZZ Top.
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean...
What are you going to say? This is the golden age of music videos. Your boys, U2, put out War.
Shit.
The aforementioned masterpiece by The Police, Synchronicity. And number one, they chose Def Leppard, Pyromania.
All right,
is this your 80s record?
Fucking amazing.
I mean, what do you want? You know,
and I own that album.
Fuck yeah. And I actually never did, but I mean, I know I should. I'm ashamed of myself.
You should be.
I should. Billboard Hot 100. As if I'd gotten a minor electric shock of some kind. All right, Billboard Hot 100 singles. And you know what? I'm expecting a massive turnover on this from the pumpkin here. Okay.
All right. Challenge accepted.
Well, all right, it always seemed creepy, but to me, some find it sweet. Every breath you take, dun, 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 dun.
Every move you make.
Folks,
Oh, yeah.
Someone says this kind of shit to you, well...
Run the fuck away.
Firearms and restraining orders are there for a reason,
Super
you know?
important.
All right. Billie Jean.
It's not my lover.
Immortal. She's just a girl. Claims that I am the one. But, however, it is not my son. Badassery.
So fucking amazing.
All right. And you know what? First, when there's nothing but a slow glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind.
Deep inside your
What a feeling, okay? Take your passion. Make it happen. According to what?
Irene Cara.
Flashdance, Irene Cara. And if you're not Australian and you've ever heard of a Vegemite sandwich...
You know it's Men at Work, bitches.
Exactly. It has to be from Men at Work
Fucking
down
Men
under.
at Work.
Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscles. I mean, obviously a reference to me in my mind to Jean-Claude Van Damme. Men at Work also performed a vital service to the world by introducing us to the word chunder.
Yes, that's true.
The Aussie Brit slang for vomit. I wonder if a Vegemite sandwich would make one chunder.
I can only imagine it would.
It seems like, you know.
Yes.
They invented both words, you know. Yeah, we're not through with Mr. Jackson yet. We've got Beat It.
Beat It.
Beat It.
No one wants to be defeated. I think I used to think that said something different. Like, no one wants to put their feet in.
Yeah.
I think that's what it used to say. And then I was like, no one wants to be defeated.
You got to look up and read those because...
Well, you know what? It made sense once, because I was like, what about their feet in? Why are they in there fighting? It doesn't make sense. But once you see the fight, you see the video, it all comes becomes very clear.
Yeah, I mean, don't get killed to save face, you know.
Yeah, it's seriously.
It's serious stuff. But a great classic, timeless. You know it now, and a long time ago, back when Christina was like 3. You know, from the pen of the late great Jim Steinman of Meatball fame. Turn around, bright eyes. You're gonna
turn around every now and then. I get a little bit lonely, and you're never coming around.
Turn around.
Yeah, so such a silly little song.
And, you know, once you find out it's Steinman, you go, well, yeah, of course it is. You can hear Meatloaf singing this thing. It's just one of those, you know, I don't know how he gets away with it. It's amazing. It's over the top, you know. It's so good how over the top
is Steinman still with us?
No, he's gone.
So.
Yeah. And not firing a single blank so far. Great tunes, right? Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. She's having remarkable luck with this, even from the lyric. This is like
Hall & Oates.
This is like the best, not hummingbirds, various songbirds of all time. You know, just from the lines, this is immortal stuff. Hall & Oates, man-eater, and baby, come to me. Let me put my arms around you.
Baby, come
See?
to me. You put my arms around you. I don't know.
It was meant to be, or something like that. Patty Austin, James Ingram, classic,
song.
Undeniable. More Flashdance goodness, actually. So obviously that was one of the films.
Is this Michael
Sembello? That's right.
She's a maniac. Yeah.
Don't even have to give her lines on this one. Yeah.
Hello.
Maniac. That's right. It's 1983, folks. And the shot heard around the world. The breakthrough hit. Dun 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 dun. Sweet dreams are.
I was ill-advised.
Gotta leave out the musical portion there. I'm just gonna say.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, are we riding a horse? Are we going? I don't know. I feel like we're at the Ponderosa situation.
Just trying a new song out on you. Sweet dreams are made of this.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
I'm doing the Marilyn Manson part.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
They had been around, but this was the first glimpse many of us had gotten of the Goddess Annie Lennox. It's just a great group, and that's one hell of a breakout. And the question I often find myself asking when facing insupportable work burdens concerning the show...
of which you have none.
Do you really want to hurt me, Christina?
But do you really want to make me
see
cry?
How easy this is? But folks, we're happy you joined our
culture club.
Online culture club. Thank you. That's right.
You said culture club.
Culture club.
Loving it.
No doubt.
I like that.
Here it comes.
They weren't in the 80s.
Who?
No doubt. Sorry, I couldn't.
Oh, no doubt. Weren't they? See, I'm so old. I thought they were. No doubt. That's right. I wasn't even talking about the group. No doubt. Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Oh, come on, Eileen.
Greatest claim to fame is this song, and even more so, having suggested our feature theme, Cormorant Eileen.
That is exactly right.
That's the grandest thing to come of it.
I mean, the grandest thing also is the introduction of just amply hairy armpits that are featured in that video. Featured.
I'm not remembering that. Thankfully, I'm not remembering that.
They're shirtless. They have no shirts on, and they're in the overalls, and he dances with his arms above his head, and there's quite ample underarm hair that we get to enjoy.
Okay.
And he looks unclean.
Where's a good censor when you need one?
He's just singing to his beloved. Come on,
this is one I'd forgotten until being reminded of this. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. Shame on the moon.
Don't know that one.
See?
But I love Bob Seger.
Yeah. Shame on you for blaming an inanimate celestial body, actually. Okay.
And you know what? A lot of people don't like Bob Seger. I think he's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I think it would change people's perspectives if they heard a little bit of his real rockin' stuff.
I don't know. They think he's cheesy. I think he's fucking rad.
Yeah, even the ballads are good. Come on.
I'm down with them.
I'm down with that. Yeah. Here's one from a lady who works hard for the money.
Oh, Donna Summer.
She works
hard for the money. So hard for you, honey. She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right. Oh.
And I would also suggest to Pumpkin's employer that they better treat her right, because she works very hard for the money.
That's right.
But folks, never forget, she works very hard for you too, and for free.
That is for free.
Unless
y'all want to pay me.
How great a love she has for you all.
That's right. We do have. We could set up a PayPal.
Yeah, and if you do find that difficult to live with, you could always send us some money to ease your conscience.
The conscience, absolutely.
I mean, your conscience starts bugging you.
Yeah, no problem. Let us know. We will hook it up.
All right, but pardon me if I sometimes howl and I whine, but it's just because that should be enough.
No, I don't got that one.
I howl and I whine.
Oh, I'm on a hunt, I'm after you.
Hungry like the wolves, Duran boys.
And yeah, holy shit, that is a sexy-ass video, because Simon Le Bon's beautiful, so.
And sometimes you just want to put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
Let's dance.
Under the moonlight, the serious moonlight.
Serious moonlight. Oh,
you know I'm talking about. Let's Dance, David Bowie. Serious Moonlight. That's a great concert video, too, by the way. Okay, here's a classic story. I wonder how many of you will remember. After Right Our Love, Golden Earring's other undeniable masterpiece, Twilight Zone.
Oh,
you know the one? Yeah. Dark song.
To the Twilight Zone. Yeah.
Dark
so
song, ominous, brilliant.
Fucking good.
Intense. You can just feel the gnawing fear in this. This, person, agent, assassin, whatever they are, has been exposed.
Did you just call them Persian Asian assassin? You called them a Persian Asian assassin. That's what I got.
That's what reading with one eye will do. Persian Asian. No. This person, agent, assassin.
Thank you. I was thinking Persian Asian. I mean, I appreciate you being so specific, but it seemed odd.
That's see, you got to really listen to the lyrics carefully to get that.
Apparently,
this person, this agent, this assassin, has been exposed and targeted and betrayed, and waiting for some hitman to come remove them from the earth. I only just found out this was inspired by a Robert Ludlum novel that would go on to become a film, indeed, an entire franchise, The Bourne Identity. I had never, it's actually tied to Jason Bourne. Who would have ever thought? I didn't know that. Now, here's a song you should know, but there's another hit song by the same group that you didn't know in the past. It was devastating to me. The Greg Kihn Band, Jeopardy.
Oh, yeah. Love's in jeopardy, baby. That's a great song.
Absolutely. Also parodied by Weird Al Yankovic as I Lost on Jeopardy. She's like, don't mention that.
I don't care.
somebody out there has got to. I mean, we got people listening in 61 countries. Okay?
And you're right; they're all focused on Weird Al.
Somebody
Every
there must listen to Weird
is
Al.
thinking of Weird Al.
I mean, Malaysia. Hello, Malaysia. Just joined us listening.
Oh, hello. Well,
and maybe
yes.
Weird Al is big with you guys.
Yeah, but you know what's cool is if he is, they'll just say it in their mind while they're listening.
Yeah, so you'll enjoy that little tidbit there.
Yeah.
All right, and we're going to rock down to this particular location.
Electric Avenue.
And then
Eddie
we'll take
Grant.
it higher. That's
We're
right.
We're going to walk down to Electric Avenue.
Isn't it rock down to?
And then we'll take it higher.
Oh, my whole life I've thought it was rock down to. No! My life has been a lie, you know.
Your life is a lie.
I mean, it's all crumbling,
Your
you
life
know.
is a lie.
Eddie Grant, indeed, Electric Avenue. We agree that it's electric, at least.
It is electric.
I researched this and found it is Christina's life. That has been one great lie. It is indeed rock.
Now, we've all experienced. We have
Eddie
all
spelled
experienced.
E-D-D-Y, by the way.
Yes, exactly. His particular spelling,
Yes.
Eddie Grant, who also wrote "Police on My Back," which was a hit for the Clash. You know. And we've all experienced being positively blinded by a woman's beauty and aura, but Thomas Dolby sings,
She blinded
me with science.
science.
Do you see how versed she is in this? All I
She
got to do is
blinded me with
science.
science.
They actually have a gif of the old man going, science. You know,
Yes.
it's beautiful.
Brilliant.
Absolutely great stuff.
Thomas Dolby, man. Come
Nailing 1983 here. Oh, my goodness. Wait till we get to various songbirds. That's going to be fun.
on.
No, I think we're doing hummingbirds tonight.
Hummingbirds.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, get a bunch of session players together, and what do you know? They can write songs like a motherfucker. As Toto proved with their many hits, including this one about feeling the rain down where?
In
Africa. It's absolutely brilliant stuff, you know.
I love that. I love Toto.
I mean, just usually you can't get this bunch of guys who are like these real studio aces and throw them together and have them do anything that they're not being told to do. I mean, these guys had a great career, great
Really
hit songs. Mr. Prince Rogers Nelson was on the charts with a song that puts forth the proposition that if it's Saturday night,
Guess that
makes
it
things all right.
You said, baby, have you got enough gas? Oh, yes.
In a red coat, man.
And then you,
A song,
so great.
a song I would unreservedly appreciate. Were it not for the reference to used condoms, I felt a little ill myself.
Hey, at least there were condoms used in the making of that song.
I felt a little ill. He sings, "Yeah, you and me both, bud. Thanks for sharing."
Some
anyway,
Trojan,
yeah,
you know.
and some of them use. Oh, dude,
Okay.
That's TMI, man. We're trying to enjoy
You know
this
what?
song here.
I'm just saying, hey, at least she knows she's clean.
I mean, you don't have to push our buttons like that.
You know she's clean.
All right, anyway, one of the swinginest, catchiest tunes ever from the Pretenders, "Back on the Chain Gang."
Back on the chain gang.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, yes.
Those were the happiest days of our lives. Chrissy Hind is just brilliant. All right, some songs dwell on how love brings us down, but this one suggests that it brings us up where we belong.
Love lifts us up where we belong.
Wow, picking up all the clues here. Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes
That's
from
also from Officer,
and Gentleman. That's
Yes.
correct. You know, and so you can just picture Richard Gere and Deborah Winger.
Hang on a second. Let me picture Richard Gere.
Let me picture Deborah Winger.
Richard.
Deborah. Okay.
I mean.
And probably the only English language hit single ever containing the phrase "Domo arigato."
Mr. Roboto.
Need I say more?
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, domo.
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 Good old the Styx Boys had
Hell
the big
yes.
hit there. And "You Are the Sun, You Are the Rain." The one and only who getting romantic? You are the sun.
You are the rain. Doot, 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 doot. That makes my life a foolish game.
Yes.
You need to know I
Ooh.
love you so.
Look at her go.
And I'll say it to you again and again. Something
And
like that.
and who is it?
Whoa. Hang on. Whoa. Fuck. Is it Lionel Richie?
It is Lionel Richie.
Okay, wow.
Most of his songs are actually better than that, but that's perfect.
Oh, I love that
That's a
song.
great-
You better.
No. That's a great one, but I'm saying that could have
Better
been.
sit down.
That's one of those songs that it could have been somebody else, even as great as it is. But some of Lionel's are like only Lionel could have come up with that.
That's true.
But this one is great and one of his many. And this time it's not me saying, uh-oh, as I always do when I'm introducing a song.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That was the
Uh-oh.
best. I loved
This
it.
time it's the lyric itself. Don't turn around. Uh-oh. Who's in town?
Commissar's in town. Uh-oh.
I mean, the real quandary of life would be if Der Kommissar were in town and Professor P. Soup were also in town, what would you do? I mean,
I would have them both in concert together.
oh, exactly.
And
After the Fire, covering Falco,
hell yeah. Oh,
who also gave us Rock Me Amadeus.
which is one of my faves.
Genius. This is the peak of the 80s right here. This is the best stuff from the 80s. And I was just looking at the lyrics of Der Kommissar, and get this. She said, babe, I miss Jill and Joe and all my funky friends. And I'm like, Jill and Joe, why do those names sound so familiar together? Jill and Joe. Any famous Jill and Joes out there? For some reason, it just had a catch with me.
Got nothing.
No?
No, I got nothing.
It's almost as if there's a prominent couple somewhere named Jill and Joe.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
Joe's the president, maybe,
Oh, shit. I thought you were talking about music. I was
No.
music and Jill and Joe is a music couple. I don't know them. I gotcha.
Oh, well, I must be imagining.
Fuck.
Anyway, next artist, Taco. Yes, Taco.
Putting on the Ritz.
Oh.
When you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. I love that
Sorry
song.
for doing the Young Frankenstein version.
Yeah, what was that?
It's Peter Boyle's version.
Yeah.
Now, I never would have remembered that one, and there she was, nailing it big time. Although now I will every Tuesday. We hear it's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
An electronic-leaning version of an old standard, Putting on the Ritz. And Marvin Gaye told us about what happens to him when he gets a certain feeling and what kind of healing he needs.
And when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. Sexual healing.
Every little breadcrumb she seizes upon, and she's just nailing 1983. Okay, so apparently it was a year we could both agree on. And I had forgotten this one, and I love it, from the Human League. Keep feeling fascination.
Passion burning. Love so strong.
Or bright or something, yeah.
So here's the
Love
thing.
so strong.
I will tell you, that song, I have the 12-inch. I played that song hundreds of times on my little teeny, in actual suitcase little turntable, because I love that song. I still love that song. It is one of my faves, but I also love Human League. I have Dare, I have that album. I'm a huge fan.
That totally kicks ass, absolutely. From the lovely humans that brought us Don't You Want Me.
But then also beautiful makeup, gorgeous. They looked amazing.
That's true. That's
just
true.
Super, super amazing.
Let's see. Another great one from Culture Club. Because time won't give me time. Run, girl.
Time makes the lovers feel like they got something real. But you and me, we know we've got nothing but time. And time won't give me time. Won't. Oh, sorry, I'll stop.
And everybody's out there thinking, wow, Professor P. Soup had not blundered into the tar pit yet by this point. He actually knows these songs, too. There's actually some crossover there. Amazing. Okay. And who could ever begin to forget the classic Safety Dance by Men Without Hats.
We can dance where we want to. We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance with them, no friends of mine.
And you can act real rude and totally removed, and I can act like an imbecile. I mean...
But then you got to go S, 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 A, 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 F, 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 that whole thing.
Oh, I forgot that completely, even when I recently heard the song.
T, 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 Y, 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 Y. Save. Dance, dance, dance. Yes.
Oh, I've got to hear that.
It's so good.
It's an absolute smash, and your inability to love this song, to me, is compelling evidence that you're one of those people that I always suggest that people who don't love songs that I love are, which is serial killers. Enough said. I mean, also, I think the song actually predicted our model, our modus operandi, our show dynamic here. You can act real rude and totally removed, and I can act like an imbecile. They totally called it. That's our winning formula.
Fair enough.
Tony Basil had a big one, touting
Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
her complicated
Hey,
relationship with a fellow named Mickey. The barest hints here. And
You should have seen his face like, can I finish my fucking thought?
no, you can definitely come up any time to keep this train rolling faster. But he just doesn't understand that he takes her by the heart when
he takes her by the hand.
I mean, that's pretty elementary stuff there, Mixter. You know.
It's guys like you, Mickey.
And this one, as mentioned on a previous show, was actually written by Nicky Chin and Mike Chapman, who, as I pointed out, wrote Kiss You All Over and a whole bunch of hits for Sweet.
Do you know how much I love that song? You
Yeah,
know how much I
yeah.
love that song.
Great songwriting duo. And there's nothing like a Motown cover. The Supremes via Phil Collins, You Can't Hurry Love.
I
mean,
I'd rather just go with the Supremes.
So would I,
That
but
was a problem.
it's definitely not. I didn't find it painful.
Oh,
but
it
it's,
was so painful. I'd like to forget that. Let's erase that from our minds.
And you know, it's funny. I actually wrote down here that I was going to say I'll move on quickly so Christina doesn't have time to comment on the soul being sucked out of it.
Too late.
It's too late. I never even got that far.
Yeah, it was absolute abomination.
Well, you know what? I can see the bitterness, but someday love will find you, break those chains that bind you. Yes, Journey tugging on our heartstrings with what?
Someday love will find you, break those chains that bind you. One night, will remind you how we touched and went our separate ways.
It's just like Don't Stop Believing. One of those things. Okay, the lyrics not stellar or anything,
Hurts you,
but it's great stuff.
true
You know.
love won't desert you. You know I still love you. How are you saying anything bad about those sweetest lyrics ever?
I didn't say anything bad.
I mean, it wasn't complimentary.
No, I didn't say anything bad.
Excuse me, it wasn't complimentary.
Well, it's
so.
maybe perhaps not effusive in praise.
Oh my!
And those Yacht Rock Kings, Hall & Oates, wanted to play a little game tonight, and it was called One-on-One.
I wanna play that game tonight. 101, I know.
Not making fun at all. You know.
They're amazing.
They are. Kenny Rogers and Sheena Easton, moderately strange bedfellows, although both pop singers, had a hit with the Bob Seger cover, We've Got Tonight.
Who needs tomorrow?
Not bad, not
We
bad.
got tonight, babe. Why don't you? Is it you or we stay? Why
Don't you stay? Why don't you stay? Say 2000 party over, it's out of time. Well, the millennium came and went, and we're still hanging on.
Party like it's 1999.
And we're still rocking the Princess Classic 1999, which was released 16 years in the future at the time of 1999.
It was very futuristic.
Yes. Amazing stuff. Quintessential 80s goodness in the form of a rockabilly revival for Mr. Brian Setzer, and at the time, who was fronting the band, the Stray Cats.
Mm-hmm.
He might have shoes thrown at him from a mean old man and get his dinner.
Stray cat sitting on a fence.
And gets his dinner from a garbage can. But he makes you feel damn good singing that Stray Cat strut.
Such a great song.
Great guitarist, great writer, great, just beautiful stuff. Classic from Billy Joel about a certain steel town. Pennsylvania steel's all the rage that year with Flashdance and all, and she was just a steel town girl on a Saturday night. And Billy Joel sang to us about the dwindling fate of Allentown. You don't know Allentown?
I mean, kind of, but I can't sing along.
Well, we're living here in Allentown. Bum, bum, bum,
That's all I
bum.
got.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a big hit.
I know it was. And I love Billy, but that was
yeah.
my,
Stevie Nicks' solo smash, Stand Back, Stand Back.
In the middle of my room, I did
there was a
not
blank
hear
there.
from you. It's all right, it's all right. Won't be standing in a line. The reason why is I was like, that was not the same key I was going to sing it in. So I was waiting to see if you were going to go in a different key, and I was going to try to match your key.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good Lord. Me pick a key. What's funny here is Christina is sitting here, you can't see her, of course, wearing aviators. So I'm just seeing myself reflected back in her eyes.
Isn't that always how it is anyway?
And there's this, there's still no concealing the blank stare Even though her eyes are completely hidden, when it's like you can see them glazing like over like deer when she doesn't recognize the song, like Stand Back, and then starts singing it seconds later.
That I recognize the fucking song. You were singing different key. I was like, oh shit, is he going to keep going? I have to meet him where he is, or we're going to be like, it was going to sound terrible.
Don't ever follow me. I should just be quiet. I wonder if you can remember the name of the band here. Great cover, old R&B type deal, given an electronic 80s treatment. With wonderful results, I think. How can I forget you, girl?
When there is always something there to remind me.
Naked Eyes.
I fucking love that song.
Beautiful revival of a great song. And I wonder if you recall Don Henley's blistering indictment of television news if I merely mimicked the keyboard intro. Kick 'em
when they're up, kick 'em when they're down, kick 'em when they're up. Kick them all around.
That's exactly the next line I wrote here. Kick them when they're up, kick them when they're down.
Dirty Laundry.
Dirty Laundry.
That's a great song.
Great song. Great solo hit from Eagles' Don Henley. Fantastic stuff. I knew you'd know that. And all these classics. What a great year. Oh, fuck. Hey. Accidentally put the screen to sleep.
It sounds really bad. You put the screen to sleep.
That's when you're really bored. Two of the greatest music legends of all time collaborated a couple times on hit singles. This is probably the less stellar of the two. The girl is mine.
Oh, yeah.
The doggone girl is mine.
Yeah.
The doggone girl is mine.
Girl.
Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. Say
mine,
was better.
Mine. She's mine. No, she's mine. Yeah.
Michael,
so
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah. I think I told you before. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Paul says, Michael, I'm not going to fight you about this. Something like
Paul,
that.
the thing I told you before, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Oh, my God. I'm going to throw up.
Let's just say was better.
That was much better.
Much better.
Except that Michael Jackson was panting after his sister LaToya in that video, which is creepy.
Oh, I don't remember the video at all.
I remember it because Michael Jackson was my first poster on my wall. I was going to marry him. Remember, so I watched everything and remember every moment.
Oh, wow. I'm glad I was spared that.
Yeah, well.
You know, one thing you have to kind of give us radio people.
Gaga?
You can't what's that?
Gaga.
Oh,
hey.
Very good. That was a couple years earlier, I think, but
just
very
saying,
good.
Just saying.
You can't really do this kind of thing and be too shy.
'Cause hush,
I do I.
Too shy. 'Cause hush, I do I. Oh, I fucking love that song.
Kajagoogoo. Okay.
Kajagoogoo, one of the best bass players ever.
But no comment on the band name. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
However, while you cannot be too shy and be us, you can certainly be the name of this next smash hit by Adam Ant, which we've freely confessed to being a number of times, and that would be what? She's so intuitive to it.
Don't smoke. What do you do? You don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Subtle innuendos follow. Must be something inside. So I'm a goody two shoes. I know it.
Well, we've both
hey, don't drink,
freely
don't
confessed.
Smoke, don't do anything.
Being the goody two shoes of indie rock radio.
I have the worst mouth. That's my vice.
I mean, as long as you're. See, as long as you're not too shy,
no,
it doesn't matter whether you're a goody two shoes. In fact, very few people who do radio are as goody two shoes as we are.
That's true.
But at least I imagine not. But But
do they see the used condoms? I don't know about that. Some Trojan, some
yeah,
used.
that would kind of dispel the whole goody two shoes image. And even sometimes punks would end up on the charts, as in the case of The Clash and their perennial jukebox favorite, Rock the Casbah, Rock the Casbah.
Oh, so good.
Try going to a bar in the 80s and not hearing this.
Oh, there's no way.
There's no way in hell. Try going to the bar today and not hearing this.
It was everywhere.
And it still is, just
yes.
not every minute.
Yes.
There'll never be a time when you don't hear that song.
No. Never.
And our house in the middle of our street.
Our house. Madness.
Madness, indeed. This sounds so staged, like she read this before. I sent her the notes in advance or anything.
Yeah, what's
absolutely
up with
not. We would never do the show that way. But she's just doing incredible here. All right. Duran has a question. And please tell me now, they urge.
Please tell me now. Is there something I should know? Is there something I should say? that'll make you come my way. Like
totally stumped
go
on
my
that
way,
one.
come my way.
Go away.
Hey, that was not it.
I don't know. I don't remember the song on it. That would make it interesting, at least. Continuing the Flashdance dynasty, that badass Laura Branigan managed to carve out a place in history with a song title that had already been immortalized by Van Morrison's Them, Patti Smith Group, and The Doors. But we don't get a lesson on how to spell it this time, but we'll never forget her, Gloria.
I think I got the number. Something like that, right?
I think you got your alias.
Oh, that's right.
That you've been living under.
She's so high.
You've
been living under.
So much power in that voice. Great tune, great melody.
We lost her way too early.
Oh, she was so damn good. And near and dear to my heart, one of the few chart successes from the criminally underappreciated act that is The Tubes. A charming little song passing on sage advice about not getting emotionally invested in the naked peep show girl behind a glass, even if, no doubt, she's a beauty and she's one in a million girls.
One in a million girls.
Huge hit from the old Tubes there.
Yep.
Which
that's the one I knew.
Yeah, and good advice too. Don't fall in love. Just not based on
even
that.
If she's a beauty.
I mean,
what if
one
she's
in a million.
Beauty?
But I mean,
what if she's one in a million and she's a beauty?
But if you do, the song says you'll find out she don't love you. So if that's okay, well, maybe.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, I guess you're kind of fucked.
Laura Branigan scored numerous times that year. She scored. I mean, had hits rather, but I'm sure she also scored. Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I'm betting. Yeah. And let me put on my most anguished voice here. How am I supposed to live without you?
Well, I guess I'll just leave that.
Yeah.
I should not.
Rather emo, but I liked it better than Michael Bolton's original.
Oh, there's nothing good about Michael. I'm sorry. It ain't right.
No. I think he is pretty good.
No,
I mean, not just because he worked with Kiss, but I mean, no. I mean,
that makes him even more despicable.
I'd like to hear him sing some rock like he used to,
Yeah, but he doesn't have a voice. Yeah, no, it's a whole other story.
Anyway, this is interesting. Originally recorded by Iggy Pop, who I unfortunately made look like watercress recently. A co-write between Mr. Pop and the great David Bowie, now released as a single by David himself. I'm a mess without my little what? I'm a mess without my little China girl. Of course, I couldn't sing like Bowie.
Just you shut your mouth. She said, shh.
It's a fun song to mimic.
It is a fun song.
And a bouncy little ditty, engaging and agreeable and irresistible, which might or might not be sort of incestuous, as only the Kinks could deliver it. Come Dancing.
Come Dancing. Oh.
This guy's, yeah, it's a great song.
So good.
But it kind of sounds like he's perving on his sister, too.
It probably is.
I mean, it's the Kinks song.
To be honest.
At least she's, like, age appropriate this time.
She
unlike at other times.
Seems like she's vibing.
Yeah. Naked Eyes is back, and when it comes to promises,
promises.
You got to say it twice. There
That's
you go.
You did not.
And Air Supply doing that Air Supply thing, which is making love. What?
Oh, out of nothing at all.
There you go. That was me this time. Not in the lyric this time, although it should be, because temptation is everywhere, and Hall & Oates gave us a nice little tune about a fellow trying to flee it because he is, after all, a family man.
Leave me alone. I'm a family man. If you push me too far, I just might. Oh, so great. I can see the video in my mind's eye.
I mean, even if you don't have a yacht, you love that. You gotta love that.
I don't have a yacht, and I love it. If I had a yacht, I might enjoy it even more.
And a spaz-out classic boogie twist, shuffle, jump, pogo bit of pop genius from Michael Jackson. Wanna be starting something.
Wanna be starting something. You got to be starting something. Said you wanna be starting something. You got to be starting something.
So high to get over.
Yeah, yeah.
Too low to get under.
Yeah, yeah.
You're stuck in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
The pain is thunder.
I swear to God, we did not practice this. We did not plan this.
No.
We're just this crazy.
And it sounded just like that.
Right?
I mean, it sounded exactly as if it had not practiced.
Right?
But seriously, stand still while that's playing.
Not gonna
I dare
happen.
you.
There's no way.
Not going to happen. I mean, that's like if you're like chasing somebody, if somebody's like fugitive or something like that, just play that. Just if you think they're in a particular area, just play that song. They're going to reveal themselves.
That's
because
right.
They're going to have to boogie.
They're going to boogie.
Life sentence doesn't matter. There's no way they're going to be able to hold still.
You could blame it on the boogie.
It would be the boogie's fault.
Blame it on the boogie.
Yeah.
Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Just
No,
blame
but
it
I was
on the
just
boogie?
thinking. He says, "Don't blame it on the moonlight." Bob Seger says, "Blame on them. Shame on the moon. Blame it on the moon."
Well, and then Milli Vanilli said, blame it on the rain. I mean, it happens.
I mean, between the moon, the rain, and the boogie,
There's a lot of blaming.
but the boogie wins. I think.
Boogie will always win.
Yep. It's always going to be the boogie's fault.
I agree.
Trying to think how to set this one up where you do your usual intuitive pickup and rescuing it from me. Bryan Adams doing that power ballad thing to perfection with "Coming Straight from the Heart."
Wait.
From the heart. Straight from the heart.
Coming straight from the heart. Something like that.
Yeah. See, you knew it, though.
I do love that song.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know
It's
it as
just,
well.
No, but it's just like it's one of those good power ballads
It's a
that you
great
happily
one.
listen to anytime, And here's another one that inspired a Birds of a Feather feature from Elton John. And which one would that be, Pumpkin?
I'm stilt standing.
Stilt standing. That's right.
Yes.
Something about feeling like a little kid.
That's
yeah.
right.
Stilt standing. That's
I'm
right.
still standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, you got to admit that song.
It's
I mean,
so
it just
great.
rocks.
It's just potent. I love it.
I mean, you're dangerous if you don't like that song. Yeah. And it wouldn't be the '80s completely without Loverboy.
Oh my
singing about
God! Everybody's working for the weekend.
And
I always work for the weekend.
Hot Girls. And what's the story with the Hot Girls? They're in love. Hot Girls in Love. You don't remember that one?
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Yeah, that's
No.
it's about the same time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Culture Club again, saying "I'll tumble for ya."
I'll tumble for ya. I'll tumble for ya. That's a great song. I'll tumble for you.
All right, and you're such a font of knowledge of this year. I wonder if you know this one because I don't remember this one. Your boy Sammy Hagar was on the charts, but I don't remember the song. Your Love Is Driving Me Crazy. Doesn't ring a bell at all.
I got nothing.
It's weird that I was around. I was older than you were.
I was around, but I don't know that one.
Anyway, but the power ballads continue with Journey, who are forever yours.
Faithfully.
Just a word is all it takes.
Just the highway run.
I mean, that's a melodically gorgeous tune.
Well, and his voice, I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't. Neil Sean, I can't. I just,
It was a great year and included the amazing Joe Jackson and an irresistible feel-good gem called Stepping Out.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
Love it more than I can possibly say. You've been
Wait, yeah.
stepping. The verse goes, we the tired of all the darkness in our lives.
That's right.
Oh, it's an absolutely phenomenal
Stepping out. Oh,
Yep.
brilliant.
Look and dry your eyes. Oh, it's so beautiful. All right, Stray Cats were back with She's Sexy and what age?
17.
17. Several songs zero in on that age, in fact.
Underage.
Underage. Depends where you live, I guess.
No, it's 18 at least.
Not everywhere. Is it everywhere? I wouldn't know.
No,
I mean,
it should be, but
I'm
at
not sure.
least.
The first one the Beatles ever released, in fact, had the same theme.
Yes, she's just 17.
I should get in on this game, only mine would have to say, like, she's sexy and 7D or something like that, to be age appropriate, The real question is, though, what are you going to tell them when they say why? Why?
Tell them that is human nature. Why? Why?
I like living this way.
So
Good
dramatic.
answer. Good answer.
Thank you.
Classic tune, though, from Thriller, another masterpiece. And although rock bands often end up on the charts with power ballads, occasionally they actually get a rock song in heavy rotation, as did Def Leppard with the great Photograph.
I don't want your... I don't need your... Oh, I love that.
Such a great song. And yeah, none of this power ballad stuff. That's just a plain rocker, and it was a big hit. And a song which was modified from its original incarnation to appear to not be about marijuana, which everyone always took it for anyway, From Musical Youth, you're passing something on the left-hand side.
Pass the duchy on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Yes.
Indeed. It's one of those irresistible songs.
So
yeah.
good.
And I know this.
Oh, wow.
Much is
Spandu Ballet.
Band of Ballet. That's
True.
true. Beautiful. Perfect song.
I know this much is true. Oh, so cute. But that's one of those, if I never heard that song again, I'd be okay.
Oh, well, it's not a Lola or a Layla.
No.
I could listen to it right now.
I could not.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
But it's a name anyway. Spandau Ballet is a name that's said to mean either one of two things, both of them extremely grim, but it's a very peculiar name to have for a band because it is such a grim subject. But if you were hungry for sap, Peebo Bryson and Roberta Flack had just the thing. And tonight, what do I do to my love?
I celebrate my love for you.
This is an authority on 1983 here. Yeah.
Yes.
And Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. You got lucky today.
You got lucky, babe. Yes. I like the do, 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 do. That's good stuff.
He's great, though. He's great. Well, even I have to grudgingly admit that it was a good year in the arts, but the decline would begin, although as witnessed by the acts Punkin here selects painstakingly for the show, great music still lives and thrives, even though most of its finest practitioners balance their time between making brilliant sounds and asking if you want fries with that.
Oh, fuck.
And we salute you for it because we're doing the same damn thing, more or less. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not asking fries.
All right, I don't exactly do that either.
But I do like fries. They're
I love
nice.
fries. Anyway, so I suppose, having approached the end, faced it, boldly, defiantly faced it, that only leaves for you to say,
Let's fly this coop.
This has been Birds of a Feather, History Strikes Back, on What the Flock Radio.